Okay, this is a lesson on converting 12 and 24-hour time. Let's see how this one goes. So, why have I got a picture of the world? Well, first of all, we're going to have to understand like the hours of the day and how it all works. I know we've looked at reading the clock face, we've had a little look at other things to do with time, but we need to understand the larger words, things like morning, afternoon, evening, night, so that we can understand why we convert between 12 and 24-hour time. So here is, of course, the world, and you can see I've got this bit of the world showing. Now, the world is not stationary, it is always moving, it is both spinning around and it's going around the sun, okay? So the sun is staying in place actually, and the earth is actually spinning like this. But for the sake of this, I'm going to show the sun moving. So remember, the sun isn't really the thing moving. Well, it is actually moving in the universe as well, but let's not worry about that right now. So, the sun, it starts down here. It starts at 0 o'clock. I've never heard of such a thing. Don't worry, you will do. Start of the day, okay? Start of Monday. It's night time. We can't see the sun. Here we are in lovely Great Britain. The sun is down here. I still can't see it. Now, boom. We get here around 6 o'clock in the morning, and we are starting to see the sun shining over the horizon. This is very much morning time. We call this AM, anti-meridian. It's before half way through the day. Here it is, the sun is rising, okay? We're getting over here, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, boom, 12 o'clock. It looks like the sun is at the top of the sky. This is midday, okay? Midday, we call 12 o'clock midday. Now, once we go past midday, we move out of morning and into afternoon. So here we are in the afternoon, afternoon. Now it's starting to get a bit darker. We're moving into the evening time. Boom, the sun is gone. We're now in the night time. It is dark again. And then here, a new day starts. And that system, morning, midday, afternoon, evening, night, morning, midday, afternoon, evening, night. That keeps going on over and over again because the earth does not stop spinning. So, what does that have to do with 12-hour and 24-hour time, you might ask yourself? Well, on the clock, you will know there are only 12 hours being shown, but there are 24 hours in the day. It's a little bit complicated, isn't it? Well, let's think of the hours of the day in terms of where the sun is, okay? Here is 0, the start of the day. Well, this here would be about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, okay? And you can see that as I've gone from morning, from the very start of the day, up until midday, that is 12 hours. So here is the start of the day, going all the way around from midnight to lunchtime, that is 12 hours. So that's gone all the way around the clock. Now, on a clock, it looks like this is 1 o'clock again, but in 24-hour time, it just carries on. This is 13 o'clock, 14 o'clock, 15 o'clock, 16 o'clock, 17 o'clock, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and back to 0. So there is another whole clock face on this side. So this is 12 hours until midday, that is 12 hours until midnight and the start of a new day. These are 24-hour times. And you might see time written a bit like this sometimes, okay? 17 o'clock, 18 o'clock, 19 o'clock, okay? You will definitely see this in a train station or a bus station, and I'm going to explain to you why. So let me clear all of this off. If you need to pause because you want to have a look at that, you can do. Otherwise, let's get going. So, what does this all mean in practicality? When I wake up in the morning, I wake up at around 5:30. How do I know that that is morning? Well, at the moment, I don't really know because I don't know if it's a 12-hour or a 24-hour clock. We're going to start with 12-hour clocks. If I wake up in the morning at 5:30, I wake up at 5:30 a.m. That tells me it's the morning. I'll then get myself out of the house and I get on a bus at around 6:10, well actually, I leave the house at around 6:10 a.m. I get on a bus at around 6:20 a.m. and I get to school at around 6:45 a.m. The children start to come in at around 8:50 Is it 8:50 or 8:55? I can't even remember. 55 a.m. That's a little bit of a morning routine for me when I'm being a normal teacher. The a.m. tells you it is in the morning. What if I'm talking about the end of the day? So school ends at 3:15. How can I tell that that is the afternoon? Because that's the end of the school. Well, I put this thing here, p.m. So we have got morning is a.m., afternoon is p.m. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to write a few things. You're going to tell me if it's morning or if it's afternoon. So let's have a look. If I've got this, I got this, I got this, and I've got this. Okay, pause and tell me, morning or afternoon, pause. Okay, now we're back. This one, of course, the PM tells me that it is afternoon. The AM tells me that this one is morning. This one must be afternoon. This one is also afternoon, and this one AM is morning. Wow, 12-hour clock's really easy to tell if it's morning or afternoon, but you're not always going to have a 12-hour clock. Sometimes you're going to have a 24-hour clock. So let's have a look at this. If it was 5:15, but in the afternoon, that would be the same as 17:15. 17:15, why? Well, it's 12 hours later. This is the morning time, this is the afternoon time, and it's 12 hours later. So look, what I do, I take the hour, I'm going to add 12. Adding 12 is quite tricky, so I'm going to break 12 down into 10 and 2. So I'm going to break 12 into 10 and 2. So look, 5, add 10 is 15, add 2 is 17. 17:15. Okay? This is now a 24-hour clock. Let's have another look at another afternoon time. Let's take my bedtime, 9:30 p.m. How am I going to turn that into a 24-hour time? How am I going to turn that 24-hour time? Well, I'm going to add 12 to the 9. So I'm going to add 10, add 2. 9 add 10 is 19, add 2 is 21, 30. Can you see now how instead of having the PM, I'm going to turn it into just a 24-hour time. And when you look at this, you know it's in the afternoon because it's gone past 12. Anything past 12 on a 24-hour clock is going to be after midday because we're into the second half of the 12 hours during the day. So, why use 24-hour clocks in bus stations and train stations or airports in particular? Can you think of a reason why? Pause. Well, the reason why is if I'm rushing to, or I'm looking at my phone and I'm scrolling through what time am I going to get my plane and it says 9:30, yeah, I see 9:30 in my head, I think, okay, I need to get up early in the morning, get myself on that plane. Oh, wait a second, I arrive, there's no plane until the afternoon. I missed the PM and the AM. If you look at PM and AM, they look really, really similar, don't they? Whereas if the time said 21:30, I know it's the afternoon, it's really clear. This is really important when you're timetabling, when you're giving out instructions. The 24-hour time is a really great way to do it. Let's have a look at a few of these 24-hour times and see if you can, just as quickly as AM and PM, work out whether it's morning or afternoon. Okay, so we've got 17, 15, 21, 37, 35, 11, 12 and 16, 05. Morning or afternoon? Pause. It's over 12. It's got to be afternoon. It's over 12. It's got to be afternoon. Less than 12. It's got to be morning. Less than 12. Got to be morning. Over 12. Got to be afternoon. Nice and simple. So, let's convert these times. 21, 30. How am I going to find out what that is in my head? It's a bit tricky. Well, do you remember when I turned 12-hour to 24-hour, I added 12. So when I went from 12-hour to 24-hour, I add 12. 12. Add 12 is 24. So when I'm going from 24-hour back to 12, I'm going to minus 12. Okay? It's quite simple because 12 to 24 is add 12. 24 to 12 is take away 12. So let's take away 12 from 21. Simple. Taking away 12 is easy. Take away 10, take away 2. 21, take away 10 is 11, take away 2 is 9. This is 9:30. Right, let's convert this one. Next one here, I'm going to have 15:45. And I want to convert it into 12 hours. So I'm going to take away 12, take away 10, take away 2. 15, take away 10 is 5, take away 2 is 3:45. Remember to put the PM because it's afternoon. Okay, so 15:45 is actually 3:45 PM. 21:30 is actually 9:30 PM. Tell you what, I'm going to do a couple for you. I'm going to put a trick one in there as well for you. So look, we've got 18 o'clock, might turn that into 12 hours. We've got 22:45, turn that into 12 hours. And we've got 5:15, turn that into 24 hours. Remember, you're taking away 12. Go, pause. Okay, let's do it. Take away 10, take away 2. 18, take away 10 is 8, take away 2 is 6. That is 6 PM, 6 in the afternoon. 22, take away 10, take away 2. Take away 10 is 12, take away 2 is 10:45 PM in the afternoon. 5:15, did you get tricked by this one? Don't need to do anything. 5:15 is actually AM, and it's just 5:15 AM. Don't need to put AM on a 24-hour clock because it's less than 12. It tells me it's in the morning. Alright, this is what I'm going to do just for the very end. If you found any of that hard, rewind back to the point in the video where I spoke about what to do. Remember, if I'm going from a 12-hour time and converting it into a 24-hour time, I'm adding 12. If I'm going for a 24-hour time and converting it into a 12-hour time, I'm taking away 12. I'm only really doing that for the afternoon times. The morning is the same on both. Morning on 12-hour is the same as afternoon on 24-hour, except for the mornings on the 12-hour have an AM in front of it. So, I'll put a mixture of things on the board for you to have a go at. This side is going to be my 12-hour clocks. This side is going to be my 24-hour clocks. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just swap them around a little bit. Let's make it's really easy actually. You to do it at home. If you've got a parent or a brother or a sister, you make a simple grid, a bit like this. Okay. On this side, you're going to put a few 24-hour times, and this side, you're going to put a few 12-hour times. Watch how I set it up so that you can set it up at home as well. So, a 12-hour time, I'm going to put in here 9:22 PM. Remember, 12-hour times always have an AM or a PM to show if it's morning or afternoon. Now I'm going to go over and put in a 24-hour time. Let's have 15:15. Do I need to put an AM or PM? No, I don't. It's 24-hour time. Let's put in here 7:23 AM in the morning. I'm going to put another one on this side, so it's not just following a pattern. Let's have 10:20 PM. Let's have a 24-hour time here. Let's have 5:30. Let's have two more. We'll have 22:45 PM. And here we'll have 23 o'clock. Let's try and work out what 23 o'clock is. Okay, hope you can see the bottom one, don't worry if not. Right, you set the grid up like that, get another colour, tell your partner to fill it in, or if your parent has done it, then you fill it in. So can you do that one first? Pause. Okay, now we're back. Right, 12 to 24, we're going to add the 12. So, is it the afternoon? Do I need to add it? Yes, I do. So, add 10, 19, add 2, 21, 22. Don't need to put AM or PM. Next one, I'm going from 24-hour to 12. Only if it's in the afternoon. Is that afternoon? Yes, it is. It's over 12. So, I'm going to take away 10, take away 2. Take away 10 is 5, take away 2, 3, 15. Remember, the minutes haven't changed, have they? We're only looking at the hours. Right, going from 12 to 24-hour. Add 10, add 2. Oh, wait a second, it's morning. It's morning anyway, so I don't need to add anything. 7:23. Same, it's morning. Just don't need to put the AM or the PM. This one, 10:20 PM. I know it's afternoon, I'm going to have to do something. From 12 to 24, add 12. So add 10, 20, add 2, 22, 20. 5:30 to 12-hour. Well, it's in the morning, so I'm just going to write the same thing and just say AM for morning. 2:45 PM. Okay, so it is PM, it's afternoon, so I'm going to add 10, 12, add 2, 14, 45, I don't know if you can see this one, but it's 23 o'clock. I'm going back into 12 hours. I'm going to take away 12. So take away 10 is 13. Take away 2. That is 11 o'clock. Is it AM or PM? PM. Okay, that was a very long video. What I want you to do is set yourself up some questions a little bit like that. Show me one in black, one in another color. Send them in to me. Off you go.